Hey guys, this is lagging very bad. One second. I'm talking to my friend about cheer. Okay, whatever. Anyways, so I know my last video, I kind of took like an hour to say that I wasn't going to make any more videos on here, but I talked to my friend Kaylee the other day, and she said it seemed like I do need to be back on YouTube. So I was like, no, I can't be doing YouTube too on top of everything else I'm already doing. And then today I was like, hey, I kind of miss YouTube. I'm in the middle of cleaning my room. I found this paper that I wrote about 4 or 5 months ago when I was in a very bad place and I was getting bullied super duper bad. So I decided to bully myself, I guess, because I don't know what was going through my head at this moment, but I guess I put down like a bunch of stuff that people have said to me, and I wrote their names by the things that they said to me, and it was kind of like they were bullying me, so then I started bullying myself, I think. I don't exactly know why I wrote this. So then, like, I started crying over the paper, which is why it kind of looks like I've been crying. Later. Oops. So I have good news about my life now and sad news too. So pretty much my whole freaking story to leading me up to what I'm about to talk about after this, I'm very excited about what I have done in the last 4 days with no sleep at all. That's also why I look super tired. I haven't slept in 4 days. I don't know why. So pretty much it all started when I was young, when my mom and my dad split up. I remember this day because I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards with my brother in his bedroom with my sister. And they were fighting and everything. When my mom came back after we went into the hallway, and she told us to go pack as much stuff as possible. So we packed a bunch of, they packed my stuff, of course, but I remember exactly what they packed. They packed mostly clothes. They didn't pack any toys or anything like that. But we had 0 places to go besides my mom's foster mom, because my mom was in foster care for like half of her childhood. And then she got pregnant with my brother and got freed from there. So now the state don't own her. So she can pretty much have her own life now. But she still takes my grandma as her mom. So technically my grandma is actually my cousin. So when I'm like, yeah, that's my grandma, they're like, wait, isn't that your cousin too? I'm like, yes. And they're like, how does that work out? And I'm just like, well, you see, she was my cousin, and then she adopted my mom, which then made her become my grandma. Well, anyway, so after my mom and my dad split up, my mom got more into drugs. She was already into drugs and alcohol and crap like that, but then she got 10 times worse and started going out with a buttload of jerks. And she would leave for like weeks, months on end, So it kind of made it to where my siblings had to raise me, but then they didn't want to raise me. So they went out and went to like parties and friends' houses and did drugs too, which was not okay because my sister was 9 at this point and my brother was an age. I think like 11, 15, something between those ages. And I was like 4, almost 5. And so pretty much, for the first like month that we actually like left my dad, we stayed in a tent in the middle of winter in my grandma's yard, and it was cold. I remember that time because my mom and all of them would try to like huddle around me so I wouldn't get cold, because the one thing about kids is if they get too cold, they get really sick and their temperatures go super duper high, which is not good at all. So they kind of try to keep me warm by huddling around me. My grandma would not let us allowed in the house to sleep, so we were only allowed in there if we were getting food or going to the bathroom, but we were not allowed to sleep in her house. I still don't know why that was, but yeah. So pretty much we just slept in a tent. And then after that, we moved to my old hometown, which I'm not saying the name on here because private information. And that's when my mom started falling into drugs, dating really bad jerks that beat on us, beat on the cats, everything. Because we had like 7 cats, even though we didn't really have a home for them. But we knew exactly where they always were because there was like this house that we called the Cat Lady House. It wasn't a lady who actually was living there, but you know, the saying, you're an old lady with a lot of cats. So we called it the Cat Lady House. There was about 17, 19 cats there. So pretty much we all just like pretty much called them our cats because we fed them and watered them. Like we fed them pizza because there was a little Caesars behind where we were at, and we used to always go there and get pizza out of the garbage, and it was always fresh pizza, so it wasn't like it was disgusting or anything. They threw it out because it was sitting around for like 2 minutes tops, and so it was always still warm and fresh and stuff. So pretty much that's what we ate every night for dinner, and usually we slept on benches, on the grass, any place possible. Sometimes we found a house to stay at for like a few nights, but not usually. It was actually pretty cool. My mom was usually always gone, so we never really had a stable place exactly because she was always gone trying to make money for food, and then when she came back, she ended up blowing it all. And so, yeah, it was kind of bad. Well, eventually, skip 7 years later, she met my stepdad when she was coming up to visit my grandma using this yellow truck dude. So this dude we had been living with for about like a month or two. Well, eventually moved into the house next to him that he also owned, so he gave it to us for free, and then we split rent because, like, my mom was making money a little bit at this time, so we split rent with these 2 other people. One was a rapist, one was a normal person. They were both super duper old, which I never really actually knew that they were rapists until after the point that we moved out of there. Well, anyway, so pretty much they didn't try to do anything to us, so we were all good. But they split the rent. Then my mom took on the dude that was our landlord at the time. She took his truck up to see my grandma, and she ended up getting stuck in a snow ditch. And that's when she met my stepdad, which he's sleeping right now for work. So, yeah. And I'm kind of yelling, I know that, but he can't really hear me for some reason. I think he's deaf sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, so they met and they started hanging out more and more. And she got out of drugs. She got out of the alcohol. She started actually becoming a good mom. And the worst part about it, though, is I was very attached to my mom, even though she was barely ever around. So when she started coming around more often and like she was actually like there and not just like there half the time and then gone the next, you know, she was actually there. So she actually got to learn more about me and my siblings, and we got to learn more about her and her past, which she does not have a filter at all. She told us everything, and there's some things she did not need to tell us. But anyway, so pretty much we ended up like a year later, we ended up moving in with him, where we didn't have this house exactly. We had a trailer that he lived in, and my stepdad was in the Navy too, so it's a good thing that they met before he had to go back. So pretty much we stayed in the trailer for a while. He never ended up going back to the Navy at all because he had to stay and take care of us and our mom. Well, eventually we got more clothes, more toys, and everything like that. That's when we met like our other side of the family. And my stepdad became more like a stepdad to us because I actually didn't know what a dad was like because I was 4 when we left my dad, and he didn't come back into my life until I was about 6 years old because he didn't know how to take care of a child. He didn't want a child, and I agree with him there because when I first met my dad, I was like, hey, you know, like, I have a dad, you know? Like, I didn't actually know what a dad was at this moment because, like, I didn't really think, you know? So eventually, like, I got to, like, figure out, like, my dad, you know? And then I realized that my dad wasn't drinking tea on the way up to his apartment or his apartments or his trailer parks or wherever he was because every time I went to visit him, he was always in a new place. Like, it was so freaking weird. But I got to go to a lot of different parts of, like, Kentucky and the country and everything. I got to see, like, a lot of things. And it was super duper cool. But I realized he was actually drinking and driving against the law. Then when we went to his apartment, he would be doing drugs, drinking, punching holes in the wall, and I'd always get a new babysitter, which I loved because I had this one really nice babysitter one time when I went down to his house, and she used to bake a bunch of foods, and this one night he punched a hole in the wall, and then I had to explain to her kind of what happened. I didn't know exactly what happened, but I'm pretty sure he got drunk enough. Stop attacking my book bag. Stop. Attack the hair tie. Anyway, so eventually, my mom was like, if you don't stop doing these things around her, then she will never be allowed back at your house ever again. So then he ended up stopping doing everything he was doing. My cat died. My other cat died. My dog we got rid of, and it was okay. I got to ride on a quad for the first time in 2016, 2015, one of the two. And that was, like, super cool. And now I actually own that quad. It's not at my house right now, but it's at my my step-grandpa's house. And it's completely mine, but I don't really ride it that much because I don't like going places. Are you okay? I gave my cat some catnip, and now she's acting super weird. Anyways, so after like 7 years of living here, pretty much, we ended up moving here 2 years ago, and that was like a very big change because I was actually doing homeschool for 2 weeks, and I quit because it was lagging too much. Everybody was rude. The teachers were never actually there. So my homeschool was like so freaking weird because it was like the teachers were supposed to be there at like, I think 7 o'clock a.m. And the teachers didn't show up until an hour after school had supposed to have started. And then after like the first day of actual school, so we actually had a week of fake school. So it was like all the like meeting the teachers and stuff. It wasn't real school though, but we had to be there every day at a certain time. And then the second week of homeschool, we actually had like to be there even earlier than we were supposed to be a week ago. So then eventually I was like, yeah, this is lagging too much. The teachers never show up on time. The first day of actual school, though, we got a test. It was the most terrible test. We did not get to study for it or anything. And I didn't understand any of it. Because I went through this phase where I'm pretty sure every kid goes through this phase, but usually don't end until like senior year. But me, it just ended last year. So I never paid attention in school at all. So 7th grade, it was a very, very hard year because I spent 2 weeks in a fake school that was actually a real school for homeschoolers. And I learned absolutely nothing because every single day it was a new test and we didn't get to study for it at all. And it was terrible. So eventually I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this anymore. Like the computer is too laggy, the headphones keep cutting out, the teachers are never there, and I'm not learning anything from this. I'm getting extra depressed, and my anxiety is going way extreme, which actually it was, but nobody could actually notice that because I was already like super depressed. I've always had depression, anxiety, and dyslexia, ADHD, ADD, and a bunch of other medical issues, and we never knew exactly about my depression and anxiety until 4th grade. Well, when I decided, hey, I want to do homeschool so I can stop getting bullied at real school, that's what we did. And it turned out that actual school was actually better for me than online school because online school, it was just getting 10 times worse. My anxiety was going way too high. That's when I had to start taking medication and a bunch of other freaking medication and crap. And it freaking sucked. So after like 2 weeks of homeschool, I went back to regular school, and that's when the bullying stopped for like a little bit, and then I decided to get with this one dude, and that kind of spiraled around school because he started spreading rumors and everything like that, and started saying crap. and that's when the bullying started again. So eventually I just kind of like gave up, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't do this anymore. And that was the first time I decided I want to die. So pretty much 4th grade, I tried to commit suicide 2 times on the playground. It didn't work, obviously. So 7th grade, that's when I started cutting myself. So I started cutting my wrists, I started cutting my thighs, I started pretty much just turning my whole life into suicidal thoughts and everything. So it's like I looked at the world as a negative impact. Everything was negative. Like my mom would be like, hey, we're going to go to the fair tomorrow. And I'd be like, yeah, hopefully a lion eats me. She's like, there's no lions there. I'm like, yeah, I know. And then, so, yeah, it just kind of like went like that. And then like one day she was like, you have to go see your dad. You know this, right? And I was like, I don't want to see him. And she's like, wait, why? What? I was like, I don't like him. Like out of nowhere. Like I used to love my dad, and I said that and everything just flipped around. And that's when my mom was like, yeah, no, we're putting you on something else because this is messing with like your anger and crap. And so I got put on another medicine. I decided to not take it. Like I hated medication. So I never took it even though I was supposed to, and nothing had changed with me. I still was thinking suicidal, still had bad thoughts, still was getting bullied. And I got bullied so bad that it went to the point where I started wearing all black, started turning everything into goth, like literally everything. It was so terrible. It was like I had no emotions. Like I would just sit there and kind of like stare off in the distance. And when somebody looked at me or like said something funny, I'd just be like, shut up. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear your voice. Like, I hate you. Like, that's literally how I was every single day of 7th grade. Well, eventually 8th grade came around and I flipped. Like, I stopped wearing black. I started changing myself, but I was still getting bullied. Then I decided, hey, you know what? I want to change something about myself. So I ended up getting with this really, really cute guy, like super cute, adorable. It was actually the last few weeks of 8th grade, and he was 18. Obviously, I'm too young for that because I'm barely 14. Well, I'm turning 14 in 2 months, and so pretty much, yeah. I mean, I don't look my age at all, but that's okay. So pretty much, I told him I was 14 because I do this thing where when it gets super close to my birthday, I start calling myself the age that I'm turning so that way I can get used to it. So I pretty much went and told everybody that I was 14. I even told my stepsister that, and she actually believed me. And then my dad believed me, but then he thought I was 15 instead of 14. And it just, yeah, it spiraled out of control. So pretty much I was dating an 18-year-old at this age, and it just, it went out of context. By the time we broke up, I got really depressed, even though it was my fault that we broke up because, well, it was my fault and my friend's fault, but my friends got me into doing it, and so then, like, I did it with them, and then it, like, kind of, like, spiraled out of control. Me and him ended up breaking up. My accent's coming in. So, yeah, so pretty much we made a whole cheating scandal. I didn't actually cheat. Nobody cheated at all. It was literally my friends went and told him, and my ex-boyfriend went and told him that I cheated on him with my ex-boyfriend, which I didn't do. I haven't even seen my ex-boyfriend in, like, a year at this moment. And so pretty much it just like went way out of control. He ended up saying like a buttload of crap to me, and that was when I got super duper depressed. And I ended up writing everything down that my bio dad has said to me, a few of my friends have said to me, and everything that he said to me on this paper right here. And so pretty much I don't know why I did that. I still can't remember why I did that, but I did do it, obviously, because it's right here. And so pretty much I kind of just like threw everything in my closet at the moment, and I was cleaning my room today, and I found it, and I was like, that's so freaking old. That's like from 5 months ago. Well, anyway, so pretty much that's that whole story. But now for the good news that is going on the last 4 days and why I haven't got any sleep in the last 4 days. Well, the first night that I didn't get any sleep, it was because I had a big cup of coffee. And let's just put it this way, I can't remember half of the night because I was on a caffeine rush. But good news is I started my modeling career. Like, yes. So I went on Instagram. I started looking at different features and stuff of it. It actually was completely free. But I started my modeling career. So I went and I messaged Instagram and I was like, hey, I'm starting a modeling career. Like, I need to change some things on my account. And they actually did it for me. So now my account on Instagram is strictly modeling. Like, there's nothing else on there except for modeling pictures and everything. I have a photo shoot coming up soon and I am excited about it. Of course, I have to wait for the person that's going to do the photo shoot to come into where I live, but because they're out of state right now and everything like that. But it's going to be like super cool. I already have a bunch of outfits planned. I'm going to go shopping again soon, hopefully, and get like a buttload more clothes, and it's going to be amazing. And then on second of that, I have really weird news going on. Let's just put it this way. I'm dating myself, but in a boy version, and I just now realized this. I did all the math. And on third, we are going back to school August 26th. And I might be doing cheer again, which I'm super happy about because a few months ago, I got news that I was not allowed to do cheer, basketball, any of it. And that really, really struck me in a very hard situation because I kind of like made it so where I want to do sports this year so I can kind of like fit in with everybody else, but at the same time be an outcast from everybody else. Well, today my mom called the school that I'm supposed to be going to, and she was like, so I kind of want to know about your cheerleading, your basketball team, and all your other sports. And they're like, yeah, okay, all you have to do is use your physical from last year. Of course, we want you to get another physical if you are going to do basketball, but you can use your old physical for the beginning of the year. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I was like, I don't want to do basketball anymore though. And I was like, well, they think that you want to do basketball. I was like, I don't want to do basketball because, yeah, no. Basketball is where all the preppy girls play, and I did not want to be hanging out with no Felicias. So I was like, yeah, I'll just do cheer. And she's like, okay. And I was like, yeah. And they told me that they weren't probably going to do cheer this year because of COVID. And then, so I was like posting on my story, might be doing cheer, but they don't know if they're having it. So then my friend texted me and was like, actually, that's wrong. They are doing it. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? And so pretty much what I posted was teamwork, stay in school, so excited, going back to school August 26th on a Wednesday, might be doing cheer this year if they make up their mind about having a cheer team this year. My friend commented, they texted me a couple days ago and asked me to be on the team. I continued details if you want to. I was like, my mom talked to the school today and they don't know for sure if they are going to do it anymore because of COVID. And sure. She said, okay, well, she sent me all the information, which says stuff about July 29th through the 30th on cheer tryouts. Pretty cool, actually. But they've been doing a lot of things before cheer tryouts, which I didn't know about. So I don't exactly know if I can still do cheer tryouts or not. So hopefully I can. I was like, maybe they just don't want me on the team. Thanks for the info. She's like, you're welcome, but I think they do because your mom talked to the school instead of the actual people. I was like, true. She's like, yeah, the school doesn't know what they are talking about apparently. I was like, true. She's like, yep, you should text the number and ask about it. I was like, I will later. I'm filming a video. She's like, okay, good luck. Hope you make the team. I was like, same. So that's that conversation. So now I might be doing cheer, possibly. I'm not going to put all my hope onto it because I've learned over the years if you put hope and faith and everything into something, it kind of just doesn't happen. That's why all my relationships and crap just go kind of downwards because I don't put anything into them. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't act like I do, and people realize that, and they're just like, I don't want to be with you anymore, okay? So pretty much cheer. I'm not going to put everything into it, but I'm still going to have that on my mind that I might be doing cheer again, and I'm not going to be like every other cheerleader from like movies and stuff. I'm going to be a nice one, of course, because like, I hate mean people. I really do. Like, I hate them so much. I mean, sometimes we all can be mean, but, like, if you're mean, like, constantly and you're, like, flipping your hair at people and, like, walking in a very weird way and trying to get boys' attention, yeah, you're not a person that I want to be. But so I'm gonna be like a good cheerleader and everything. I'm actually already ready for school. Like, I just have to go buy a few things for school, but I got new shoes on top of that, and I love them. I'll show them. I got some Fila's. So these are my new shoes. Pretty cute, pretty white. I had to go buy some stuff for them though. They're already getting pretty dirty because I wore them yesterday. I'm not allowed to wear them ever again though. But, like, I'm not allowed to wear them again until school starts. So, yeah. I found a belly shirt that actually is a belly shirt on me. I love it so much. But I have to, like, keep my pants waisted now because I usually have my pants up above my belly button because it's more comfortable for me because I'm very insecure about my stomach. But now I am like, okay. To make this a belly shirt, I have to do it. So, yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll read off the list of things that people have said to me, and I'll name off the people who said it, and I will probably start crying at this, but that's okay, right? Everybody cries once in a while. It's okay. Well, anyway, so let's get started. So I call it the depression page because it's very depressing. So my dad. White trash, my dad. Porn star. Robot with emotions, my ex-boyfriend. Fake friends, my ex-boyfriend. Fake person, my ex-boyfriend. Stupid ass spoiled brat, my ex-boyfriend. I hate you. Emily and Emily and Kira. You look like Squidward's sister and Patrick's sister combined. TikTok. You're such a nice sister. Slams door. Dominic. Dominic is my gay brother, and he said that sarcastically because I wouldn't go find his cat, which later on I actually felt bad about, and I went and found his cat. Turned out she was actually on the porch the whole time. So, yeah. And, you just want attention. Victoria, Mia, and Kaylin. Victoria's my sister, for those of you who are new. You're petty and stupid, Kaylee. Crybaby, Dominic. Kill yourself, Alexis M. I'm not her father, my dad. Psychopath, my ex-boyfriend. You scare me, my ex-boyfriend, my mom, Dominic, Victoria, Carrie, and boys. Carrie's my stepsister. You're ugly, boys. Ew, Hayden. You'll kill yourself, a older girl. Attention seeker, people. You look fat, Lily. I wish I didn't have kids, mom. Bitch. Coda, Kaylee, Lily, Carrie. Coda's my ex-boyfriend. Drug addict, ex-boyfriend. You're in my life, ex-boyfriend. So, yeah, pretty much. So, looking at that when you're going through, like, a weird stage, it hurts a lot. Mostly because I was thinking really bad thoughts, and then I found that, and I was just like, oh. So, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't really see where the drug addict part comes from because if you didn't notice, I kind of quit that kind of stuff. I mean, sort of. I mean, I still have, like, a lot of bottles, like, just, like, all of this right here, but, like, they're not things that I take anymore, though. I mean, if, like, this is all I take, literally all I take. This and that. I think one of these might be the bottle, actually. Okay, so I take this, and I'm only allowed to take one pill of this a day, and then I take one of these a day because there's only one pill in there. And those are what I'm supposed to take. See, but before I was taking a lot more than just those, and that's kind of where the drug addict part comes into, but I was already, like, stopping all that crap. So, yeah, pretty much. And I haven't talked to Coda in a long time, but I talked to him like a few weeks ago. I posted on my story, I'm going to try this relationship stuff again, and he slid up and said, good luck. And I was like, thanks. He's like, no problem. That was kind of the last time I talked to him, I think. Oh, wait, no, I talked to him one time after that. pretty much I accidentally texted him because I was texting like a bunch of random people. I actually it was during when Kaylee and Santana were here, and it was during the video. So pretty much it went like this. Hi, hey, what you doing? Getting back from jail. Sounds fun. Yup. Well, sorry for bothering you. It's okay. That was all of that. Coda's the 18-year-old that I dated. So that's why he was getting back from jail. And me and him are pretty chill, I think. I don't exactly know. I haven't exactly asked, but if we can talk as friends like that, then I think we're chill. I don't know. I'm not ever texting him ever again, so yeah. Yeah. But on second notice, I updated my room, and I've been working super hard on this modeling thing, which has kept me up for 4 nights, and I am wore out so much. But I'm not going to bed because my sister Kat is back into my life, and she's coming over and spending the night with me tomorrow, and I'm so happy. Of course, the last time she came, I had like a major meltdown, which made me quit YouTube and made me like really destructive and crap, but that's okay. It was only because she came over to hang out with me, my mom, and my sister, my brother, and my sister's boyfriend, because her and my sister have been going through some stuff, so pretty much they weren't on good terms, so my sister's boyfriend had to be there to supervise the whole time. Anyway, so she hung out with me and my mom for like 5 minutes, then my mom had to leave, and then she literally ditched me and went and hung out with my sister and her boyfriend, and when I came out to hang out with them, she was talking to some pastor priest dudes, so yeah. Then she was going to give me a rating because it turns out she's one of those people that give ratings, and then she didn't, and so now I'm lonely and I don't know my future, but that's okay. So, yeah. But I don't know what's going on anymore. I just know there's so much more to talk about after taking a break from YouTube, and that's actually kind of cool. Just like a little bit. I mean, I look very bad right now. I have to go take a shower today. I threw my hair up and just put a headband in because without it, it looks kind of the same, I guess. Just looks better with the headband. Makes me look more like a girl. Not that I don't look like a girl. I don't feel like I do. So, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. But, oh, yeah. If you guys want to go, follow my Instagram, which you probably don't, but if you do, then it is, one second. Oh wait, I can't give you guys my Instagram on here. I just realized this. Oh no, somebody unfollowed me. So yesterday, when at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I had 72 followers on Instagram. Well, last night around 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning, so technically this morning, pretty much, all of a sudden my phone just started blowing up from Instagram, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like, okay. So I went onto my Instagram and it said I had 99 followers, and I was just like, whoa, I had 72 like 12 hours ago, and now I have 99. And then all of a sudden, my boyfriend, because I was on FaceTime with him for the first time in a while, he was like, what's your Instagram? So I told him, and then he went and he was looking at my stuff and everything, and he's like, you realize you have 100 followers now, right? I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah. And so I went on to my Instagram and it said I had 100 followers. So I was like, did you guys follow me? And he's like, no. I was like, okay. And then 2 minutes after that, it said I had 101 followers, and I was so confused. Well, I guess the person that followed me unfollowed me because they also followed me on Snapchat. But I didn't add them back because if I don't know you, I'm not going to add you back anymore. I learned my lesson from that because I had over 100 people on my Snapchat. And then I went and started blocking people that didn't add me back or blocked me. And so, yeah. Oh yeah, this is a cute picture of my dog. I don't know why she looked like that, but yeah. So, yeah. I've been in my room for 4 days. I've only been on one walk, and I think that was like 3 days ago. I think. Could be wrong. No, it was about 3 days ago. Yeah, other than that, I've been in here. Or in the kitchen. Yeah, I've been in the kitchen a few times too. I went swimming like 2 days ago. So I guess I have been outside a little bit, but yeah. I don't exactly know what has been happening to me. See, 1 minute I'm like there, and then the next minute I can't remember the last 10 minutes. So yeah, it's very awkward. So pretty much, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna end this. Whoa, this is my like almost shortest. Whoa, it's only been 39 minutes. No, 36 minutes. I'm blind. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this here, and I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for the day, take more pictures, go on a walk, and enjoy the hot weather if it is hot. What's weather right now? I'm very scared for the weather right now. Okay. Oh, yay. It's 84 degrees, but the real feel is 87, and it's supposed to get to 65 degrees tonight. There's 0% chance of rain. The weather will be fair during the evening. Is it the evening? No, it's 6:50. Wait, it's already 6. Whoa, okay. My weather's lying to me. Because when you go to like the time, it says it's like 67 degrees outside. But then when you go to like the weather, it says it's 84, but it feels like it's 87. Very confused. But anyway, so goodbye. Have a wonderful day, and I will possibly be back. I'm not saying I will be back, but I most likely will because I can never stay away from the social media world. For some odd reason. I don't know why. But yeah, okay. So anyway, goodbye. I hope you enjoyed my life story and love you. Mwah.